And for one reason or another, and maybe some of you aren't even sure of the reason, you're on my jam team. And if you got a bracelet, there's a little card there that has the story of the jam team. And if you haven't gotten that yet, please make sure you get one before you leave. And again, some of you probably don't even know me very well and may not even know what happened to me 8 months ago. So I'm just going to briefly put some context in here for some of you. 8 months ago, I had a seizure, and as one of my friends says, I think it was wrong. Yes, and of course, Joyce, you had a grand mal seizure because you don't do anything little. I got up that morning like every other morning. I got ready, went to work, was in my office, and had to leave to go to a Rotary meeting because I was a song leader, thanks to Allison. Where's Allison? And I thought, I got to get over there early enough to lead the song. So, of course, I leave my office later than I should have, which is what I always do. I get in my car, drive across the Bayfront Highway, and I'm going, at a pretty good clip, and then I get over to the Sheraton, and then I realize, oh, the meeting today is at the convention center. So I decide, I gotta run downstairs, go across the skywalk, run downstairs, go down to the ballroom. I walk into the ballroom, and a few of my friends came up to me and they said, Joyce, you need to sit down. I said, what? They said, you don't look good. And I said, I feel fine. Somebody, I think, was astute enough in that ballroom to call 911. They walked me out into the hallway. I remember the gurney coming down. I remember sitting on it. I remember them wheeling me out and putting me into the ambulance. And the next thing I remember is waking up probably at 3 a.m. I think that was about that time. And this happened probably around 1. I had a seizure in the ambulance. I remember waking up around 3 a.m. with this tube down my neck and saying, oh, I feel like this feels horrible. And I think the doctor must have known I was waking up because he came in. And I said, I need something right. I said, what happened? And they said, you had a seizure. And I'm thinking to myself, a seizure? I didn't know what that meant. I'd heard of seizures, of course. I didn't know what kinds of seizures there were. I had no clue as to what would cause one. And at that point, a tear came to my eye. And I thought, what does this mean?
Hey Joyce, move it to the microphone.
Okay, so I said, what does this mean? And I thought, it can't be anything really good. And I thought, just get this tube out of me. I was on a ventilator. So I was in ICU for at least on a ventilator for a few days. And then I went home on Saturday. And as soon as I got home on Saturday at my daughter's house, she said, Mom, you want to go out tonight? We can take the kids to Hooch and Blotto's with some friends. And I said, sure, I'll go with you. So we went out and had a good time. I came home, walked up and down the stairs, and the next day I went to the gym. And the day after that, I went to work. And, so I kind of told my daughters, after I knew, because, when you're in the hospital, they start to do all kinds of tests. And I remember one of the doctors coming in and saying, oh, it looks like there might be a mass there. And I go, ooh, mass? Ooh. The first thing that came to my mind was my good mentor and friend from graduate school who had a brain tumor and died within 2 years. I said, okay, that doesn't give me much time. I still have a lot to do. And true to my word, I kept going to work every day, and I talked to my daughters and I talked to some of my staff members about what I want to do. I said, I don't have a whole lot of time left. I don't know how much time I have left. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that I build a legacy that I want to leave my children, grandchildren, and my community. And so my daughters said, and it was you grandkids, by the way, that kept me going. Because I wanted you to remember me, and I did not want you to remember me as this little old lady in a corner, all curled up and depressed. I wanted you to remember me as, oh my God, that's my Nana Can you see what she did? So you grandkids are my driver. I wanted you to remember me. And I said, I wanted you to remember me as a healthy person with a positive attitude. So that's what flipped me. And I said, okay. And I'm going to put together a team of people that can help me do what I want to do in this community. And so I've been putting together a support team. But all of you that are here were in some way or another connected to me after I had my seizure and was in the hospital and I had 2 surgeries. But I recovered, and I recovered quite quickly because I think I had so much positive energy. And whether I know you personally, you're in my dance group, you're in my Athena group, you're
Wine club.
in wine club, oh yeah, we can't forget wine club, or you're friends of my kids, in some way you're connected to me. And so my daughter said, we need to name your team. Well, JAM are my initials, Joyce A. Miller, but and one of the names was Hope Hustlers, because, dancing. And I said, I need more than hope, I need a miracle. So my daughter Mara said, how about Joyce's Amazing Miracle Team? And I said, that's it, we'll go with that. So that's how the JAM team got named. And again, my initiative that I wanted to do, something to build a legacy for my kids, grandkids, and community, is something I'm passionate about, and that's early care and education. And I believe in supporting families and children, and I firmly believe that if we want children to become productive members of our 21st century workforce, they need to have high quality early care and education that they can attend when they're very young, especially low income children. And if we want workers to be able to go to work and feel comfortable that their children are taken care of while they go to work, then they need to have a high quality early care and education center close to where they work so they can put their kids there. So it's a workforce development issue for me. It's not only about making kids or ensuring kids become productive workers and become ready to go to school and graduate and become productive citizens. So it's about that, as well as ensuring that parents have some place where they feel their kids are safe and well taken care of. So my initiative is actually to establish a steering committee that will help me make that vision a reality in downtown Erie. And it's a public-private partnership. So it's not just, business people, but because of the government grants that I have, and we're the Early Learning Resource Center in Northwest PA, I already have some government money that we can leverage. We want to bring in additional money from business and industry, because I always feel that providing care for young children is a social, I'm a sociologist, so that's my background. As a society, we have to make sure young children are cared for. Hold it up. By the way, this is my dead hand. So, Carolyn, maybe you need to hold it up for me. So, now I lost my train of thought. If we want to make sure that we need public-private initiative and money to make this a reality, but it's good for our children. And it's good for Erie if we want a renaissance in downtown Erie and we want the millennials to come down here and work, then we need to make sure we give them the services they need for their families. So that's what is my vision, my dream, and for any of you that know me and know me well, you know that I am a planner and a doer. I am really good at designing systems and getting them implemented. And I'm going to make this happen in my own way. And eventually we will, our next steps are really to put together that steering committee that will lead the charge. It will help us do the design work, the strategy that we need to do, and we'll make it work. Because that's who I am. When I get stuff planned, I get the team around me that I need to help make it a reality, and it becomes a reality. So if you, as I said, if you haven't yet gotten your Jam Team bracelet, please get one. And look at this. I'm losing the cap. Did you take that?
Yes.
Patrick. Okay, you hold it. Good, thank you. So that's my dream. And like I said, The only question I asked my doctor is, how long has the longest glioblastoma patient lived? And he said, 20 plus years. I said, well, that's good enough for me. I said, I'll take it. I'll beat that. And you guys will use me as a case study. Anyway, eventually we will establish a nonprofit foundation, but the money that we're going to collect through donations will all go to families who either are on a waiting list and can't get access to care right away because there's not enough money in the subsidy system, or who don't make enough money to really pay the co-pay that they're required to pay to get a child care subsidy. So that's my dream, my vision for what's going to be good for Erie, and I hope all of you will continue to be part of my JAM team. And in another 10 years, I'll probably have another celebration. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say. And thank you. I know some of you, again, may have done nothing more than put me on a prayer chain. I think I'm on more prayer chains than I know.
Everybody's go on the microphone.
On the what?
Microphone.
Megaphone? Do you want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Patrick and Mr. Daniel.
Hello, guys.
What do you want to say?
Hello, Bob.
Come on, Miss Alexa. Come on. You can tell my grandchildren are not shy, are they? Okay, Miss Alexa.
Hello.
All right.
Bob. Hello, Bob. Bob is the stupidest person I ever seen.
All right, kids.
Hi, poop.
Oh, all right. Who's talking next? Dan? Is Dan talking?
Wait. Can I have a microphone, please?
Well, I don't know, but I'm done.